Hey class, welcome to week 5 of mus-110. I know it's been a couple of weeks since I've made a video, so I won't keep you long. Just wanted to make sure that you knew I was still alive. I have been involved in a production of Sweeney Todd as the music director, and we opened our play last Friday, and so I have been really busy and trying to catch up on stuff this week for this class. And so I wanted to make a really quick video just to thank you guys for hanging in there, and I have always been able to reply to email and text in a timely manner just because I've had other obligations. And so, but we have 2 more weekends of performances, and so, but my hard work is over. So just wanted to thank you guys for doing all your work. Some of you have been working hard to catch up that have been behind. So I want to just go over just a few things with you. First of all, our 5-week assignments. These begin Tuesday. Should be Tuesday for you at least, and we're going to be studying about the Renaissance period. You see the dates for Renaissance, and so your Unit 2 test will cover those 1,000 years of Middle Ages as well as these years of the Renaissance period. So that test is coming up this next due period. The test opens this coming Saturday and closes the following Monday on our due date. And I got Facebook messages coming in, so hopefully they're not gonna take over. All right, and so let's look at the checklist really fast. Make sure you start with your smart book and finish that assignment. You see the reading listed here. It's just the rest of your chapter that's included in the reading. Do your Learn Smart activity. That's 40 points. Complete 4 listening assignments. Make sure that you're doing your smart book Learn Smart activity before you or as you do the listening. Don't do the listening without doing the reading first, because you will not understand it. I've said that before. I'm just going to make sure that you remember. Don't just jump into the listening assignments because they don't mean anything unless you understand their content and context. Okay? And then we will have 20 points of Edpuzzle videos this week. I'll go over those in a moment. And then you'll have an opportunity for some Edpuzzle extra credit. And I got to get all the other grades in. So if you don't happen to see this extra credit for a while, just be patient. I'll get to it. I promise. Sometimes extra credit is it takes me a while to get it all graded and then all put in. I have to manually score those points in Moodle. And then your test, like I said, opens this, it will actually open Saturday, not Friday. And it is 100 points. And so on your Connect, you have here are the listening assignments that are listed. And then you have your test and your Learn Smart. You can always go into, you need to use this link to get into it. That's just so that you can go directly to our page, and all of your homework will be counted that way. And then on your Edpuzzle assignments, this is a listening assignment under Connect. What I've done is I've created a video assignment as well for the same thing. That way you can see an actual lute being played, and you can watch the performer sing and perform this song. And so just watch that. There is one question at the end, and you should be able to find the answer to that question in your textbook. And so use your textbook as a resource sometimes for answering Edpuzzle. You might get a better outcome. Remember, you only get one chance for your Edpuzzle grade, or each assignment only gets one opportunity. If something happens, then you need to get another chance. You need to contact me so I can reset it. And make sure that you do not create a new Edpuzzle account. Each student can only have one Edpuzzle account. I deleted some extra ones today, and so remember which email you're using and which username you're using to log in to Edpuzzle. That's the one you need to use every time, because I can't have duplicates. If you have more than one account, I might count it as that you didn't do the assignment if I see that it's got a 0. Okay, so it doesn't give me your best effort. It gives me both your names, and if I don't see that it's duplicated, then I might count it as a 0. So I eliminated some today, and so if yours is one of those, just make sure you go back in and do the same, this very same account every time. Flow My Tears is also the same thing. They're duplicated. You will hear it here with your listening guide. You will see it performed. This was the one with lute. This one is a cappella with 5 voices. This is the one with lute. This is your extra credit opportunity. And it says so once you click under that. And then your Unit 2 review sheet is a resource there. I will have your Unit 2 test available. It's not available right now. It'll be in this slot right here as soon as I finish creating it. And so let me point out just a few things for you. I know lately there have been some discrepancy or some concern about some due dates or whatnot for some activities. Regardless of what Connect says your due date is, if something has happened with the way it's been set up here, just go ahead and do the assignment. You don't have to tell me this is past due or whatever. I don't know why an assignment would show up past due. The most important due date is going to be what is on here. Okay? If it's listed in week 5, that's when it's due. If something happens to be off on Connect and it won't let you in for some reason, I don't know why it wouldn't, but if it won't let you in, then contact me. But if it says over here, you know, that it's past due, just go ahead and do the assignment. You don't have to come to me and or do anything. Just do the assignment. I can change the due dates over here, but the time that you're spending worrying about something telling you that it's past due could be time that you're spending on getting the work done. And so once you get into an assignment, if you see here, you see these due dates, that this is for this past week, but that is when it's due. And so I don't know why some of you are getting error messages. And so anyway, just want to leave that out there. While I'm thinking of it, I'm not sure exactly how you all get into grades, but if you have a page that looks, if you have a column or anything that tells you that you can check your grades, okay, maybe it's under this tab, that you can go to your grades. That is where you check your grades, not on Connect. Your grades are not on Connect. Your grades are on Moodle, okay? And so if by chance that you, like, I could open this up right now and I could tell you exactly which grades have not been entered. If you don't see a grade for something, like if you don't see, well, there. If you don't see something like this is for this week, you guys will have just finished this or whatever. If I haven't graded it yet, then it's going to be blank. Okay? If you have a grade and you know that it's not right or whatever, then you need to contact me. But if I haven't recorded it, it's just not going to show up yet in Moodle Grades. So that's what I'm trying to catch up on. Okay, so going back to this week's list, I'm going to go really quickly. So find out where you find your grades, because I don't have the same pages. Okay, and then you also you can go back to week 4 PowerPoint slides right here. PowerPoint slides to go in and help you review as well. Okay, and then your videos for this coming week, this is what they're going to say. As Vesta was descending, how music works, bass, and flow my tears. This is for later on, so you don't need to do that. Let's go. I'm going to just show you from what is due now, just to explain how I do this. Pretty soon I'm going to be archiving these assignments. You see their due dates. This is the one that was due for week 4, week 3, week 2. I haven't gotten all those grades in yet, and so once I download the progress or grade something manually if I have to, don't have too much of that for this class, but grading some things, then once I've graded it, then I'm going to archive it. Okay? And so if you won't see everything, but you will see these things starting tomorrow, because it's Monday for me. All right, these 3 things will be due the following week. Okay, so I can't really think of anything else I need to add to that. Just keep working and make sure that you're doing your reading. And always, very seldom do I get the chance to talk to a student about music. It's usually about technical problems or about a due date or a late assignment or, I don't know, just their computer issues or whatever. But if you do have a question about the music, I'd be more than glad to answer it for you. I hope that you're understanding kind of how our written music began as we got through the Middle Ages and the medieval period of music, and now moving into Renaissance, it's going to become much more involved musically. But we are basically in the golden age right now of a cappella music. A cappella just meaning no accompaniment. Okay, it's just the voices. And so we're getting to a little bit of instrumental music, but not a whole lot. Now, when we get into the next period of music, it's going to explode with instruments of all kinds. The organ is going to be a big deal. Church music is going to be a big deal. And so anyway, just enjoy the beautiful a cappella music. And so sometimes it's harder to distinguish between the music of this period, the Alleluia, Os Ascensores, Puis qu'on oublie, and the Notre Dame Mass, because they're all vocal. Okay, so try to make sure that you understand the difference between all these before your test this next week, because there is listening on the test. And so then you'll also have, here's some more vocal stuff, Ave Maria, Pope Parsalis Mass. These are all vocal things. Some of them are solos, some of them are groups. And so just make sure you know the difference and do some review before you do your Unit 2 test. Because this listening is going to get a little bit more tricky. It's going to be a little bit more similar in sound and in texture and instrumentation or non-instrumentation, whether it's just voices. And so make sure that you know the difference between them. I will ask questions about texture and just about mood and meter, and might be a lot of different things. So listen as many times as you want. In your Connect listening assignments, you can submit those as many times as you'd like. So I hope that you enjoy listening to this Renaissance period music this week. Please let me know how I can help you, and look forward to continuing to I'm not really teaching you about these things, you're learning about them, but facilitating you learning about music and kind of where our music came from. So have a great week. Let me know what I can do to help.